Is it just me, or does that guy look a lot like Russell Brand? What's up, guys, and welcome back to Total War Attila, where, yes, well, let's just call it Total War Vikings from now on, shall we? Because that's basically all this is going to be. But, effectively, we're trying to take over the world as the Vikings, and so far we've been doing a pretty average job of it, I would say so myself. So, we have started with horrendous, and we have managed to hold on to that, nothing's happened to it. We've taken big right, okay, I need to just put this out here straight away. So, the last couple of weeks, I've been calling the people who owned Hafen the Dans, and although that was half a joke, it also completely went over my head, the fact that it was actually the Danes. So, yes, I've been calling the Danes the Dans for the last 2 weeks, and yeah, I was editing last week's video going, oh, for like with my head in my hands, going, what the hell am I doing? Anyway, so we've managed to take out the Danes, or Dan, if you want to call them that, and taken Hafen. Then we took Alabau from the Jotes, or they've gone over here. Who are you? What's your name? The Jutes. We've taken this place off of them, which then promptly got torn and burnt to pieces by the Dans, or the Danes, as they once again returned to get our vengeance on us. Decided not to go and burn their own city to the ground, but decided to burn this one to the ground instead. So we have managed to get ourselves peace with them, so we're no longer at war with them, which is nice. And we're also in the process of rebuilding Alabau after it got absolutely decimated. So that's pretty much going to be this week, I think. I think it's going to be a case of rebuilding this and then seeing who else we are going to take on. As far as diplomacy goes, I don't think we've got too much going on. I think, are we actually at war with them? We are still at war with the Jutes, who are down here now. They were the ones owning this area, which has now been burnt to the ground. But they got in a boat, they sailed away, and they've taken part of England. So we might go over there and take that, because then we get a bit of England, which is quite nice. Bit of southern England, you know, bit of British sun. It's not too bad. Yeah, that would be a pretty good location, I think, to have. It's also a pretty decent city by the looks of things. It's pretty sizable. So I mean, it's not massive actually. Londinium's a bit bigger. But then if we get this, then it gives us a good chance of going and getting the Londinium from the big Caledonians, and then we could push up. Not madness is going on here. Who are you? The Picts. Who the bloody hell are the Picts? Is it these guys? It is, right. So absolute madness has gone on here. Adrian's Wall there. Pretty sure it was never quite that big, but anyway. Yes, the Picts who have this place have come down and taken here. The Caledonians who have this place have come down and taking Lindum and now Londinium. So I'm not sure if the Romans actually have any of the UK left whatsoever. I'm pretty confident the people over here are not the Romans, and I don't know if the Romans still have a bit of Wales or not, but looks like the Romans have been royally kicked out of Britain, yeah, the Caledonians and the Picts have taken quite a lot of it over. So yeah, I think if we can go and take this place, because it looks like that's probably going to be the next target for the Caledonians, given it's right beside them, it might be worth going and trying taking that now, before they have a chance of, before the Caledonians have a chance of taking it. So we have, well, we could send actually this army, because it's already pretty big. It's going to be pretty much fully replenished in a turn's time. So what we'll do is we'll actually recruit a few more units as well. Yeah, let's just get archers then. Fine, that gives us the most units. So we shall get these guys. That shall give us a pretty big, we're only 2 units away from being a full-size army. It will be pretty much fully replenished as well, which will be nice. We can move this guy back into here and hold this, and then we'll send this army all the way, led by big Sigareri, yeah, whatever. We'll send him over to England to go and take that. So that'll be in a turn's time. Actually, it'll be in 2 turns' time. So I think the best thing we can do right now, given we have 14 coins in the bank, is to end turn and hopefully, how long has Alabau got before it's rebuilt? 3 turns. So that's going to be a while. But yeah, so we'll end turn now. We'll see what happens. We did get a trade deal with the Romans at the end of last week, which is nice. It gives us quite a bit more money, given that Romans have everything in the world that you could ever want to trade with. So yeah, it's a nice trade partner to have. Apparently the balance of power has shifted. It's currently 66%. No idea what that means. We're also hosting a festival. The Herrensholt Fringe Festival is currently ongoing. Right, okay, so we're still going to be recruiting here. One more turn until these guys have all recruited. We've got this army here. We could actually... Yeah, okay, let's just wait a turn and then we'll send these guys over. Right, let's build a wick maker because it just gives us more money, which is nice. It's always good to have that. And yes, I think we'll probably just end turn again. And then we'll send everybody in their boats off to Brit. Right, army, where are you? Here, pretty much full. What I'll do is I'm just going to hire some mercenaries just to fill it up. We're going to get some cavalry because mercenary wolf coats. I've been completely distracted by these guys. But yeah, I think cavalry because we have no horses whatsoever. So it would make a lot of sense, I think, to have some cavalry just to yeah, try and offer something a little bit different. So we have Nordic mounted raiders, and mercenary Germanic mounted warband. So let's get one of each, shall we? Hire both of those guys. That has filled our army to the max. Everybody has fully replenished, so we've got a completely full army here. And we shall send them off in their boats up to... Actually, I should have put them in like quick move mode. Anyway, right, okay. These guys we shall continue sending all the way across the North Sea. We shall send them to Camalodinium, and we shall take that from the bastard Jutes. Hopefully they don't have many people there, but we'll find out when we get there. Meanwhile, I did notice Great Dan here and the Angles, Big Kurt Angle, have made some really good friends of each other. Just the Danes, they came up, they burnt Alabau to the floor, and then they just came back down here, created a little camp here, and have sat there for the last like 4 turns in a row. So yeah, it seems like they've definitely got a nice little relationship going on with the Angles here. Right, so Alabau is back on the map. We now have a torp, and it's been built back up again. We could upgrade that to a village already, which would be quite nice. Or we can build some goat pens from some goat herd. Gives us a ton more food. Gives us more wealth as well, but it also puts our squalor down and our public order down. What is our squalor and public order already? So public order is 51, so that's fine. Can't actually see where our squalor is. Let's just build it, shall we? And see what happens. Right. End turn. It's going to be a lot of ending turn this week, I think. I've already done it like 4 times and we've not even done anything yet. Oh. Lindum has now been taken by somebody else as well. Yeah, a whole load of shenanigans going on over in the UK. So yeah, well, I suppose it's not really the UK as much as it is the land that soon becomes the UK, because calling it the UK suggests that it's united, and the fact that everybody's cutting each other's heads off would kind of counter that argument. But yes, the land that will become at some point the United Kingdom, we shall head over there, and there's a lot of shenanigans, as I said, going on. So yeah, it looks like people might have their hands full, so we might be able to sneak in and take a few places before anybody really realises. Elopement! Right. So there's a power receptacle again. And yes, we have... One of your daughters has been enticed by a suitor and is planning to elope. What the bloody hell does elope mean? So I intervene, I lose influence, apparently. I don't understand how doing something causes you to lose influence, but anyway. And give blessing. Wait, what? I'm sorry. Hang on a minute. Is this my daughter? Because this guy is my... oh, actually, no, he's not my son, is he? He's one of my generals. Okay, no, that makes more sense. I was going to say, this guy's my son, and this one's my daughter. Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, why not? Why not? On you go, love. Away you go. Get married to Seeger. We're sending... I think it is Seeger we're sending off to Britain, so he might not actually stay alive much longer. But yes, okay. Britain has been encountered. Where the bloody hell's Britain? Is this these guys? It is. Britain have appeared, so we'll put an end to them at some point. Right, so let's get these guys. Why is it taking so long to get over here? Right, okay, let's just put a marker there to see. It's the fastest route you can take. Apparently sailing straight through the middle is slower than going around the outside, but anyway. So one more turn, and we should make it there. Right, the Jutes do have a big army here. 15 units worth. And they are... I wonder if they clear off, then that would be quite nice. But yes. Oh well, find out what happens in a turn's time. So I think end turn again. See what happens. See what the Jutes do. I'm kind of hoping that fleet disappear off somewhere. If they go away on a raiding down south, then it would be quite ideal for us. Leave them open at the rear. Just the way I like them. Alright, they're coming for us apparently. Although it is a very small army. It's only a few units. Are they actually going to attack us? They are. Are you mad? Wait, what is your name? Good Health Jutes. Oh, sorry, Jutes is the name. I was going to say Good Health Jutes is a bit of a strange name. But yeah, Good Health, or Hulf, has decided with his 411 men to go and take on an army of 2002. And he's going to get his arse royally kicked. So we'll auto-resolve it. Let's just go. They do have missile troops. I think that's... We do have a lot of missile troops as well, but they are an actual fleet, so I'm not sure. Let's just do a balance stance and see what happens here. Right. So we have sunk them. I'm just interested to see how many people we lost in the process. So we lost 283, which is bad. Apparently we lost quite a few of our dogs, which I'm not sure what they were doing in a sea battle. We also lost a few of these guys, but all of our archers are totally fine. We also captured 46 of them. So we replenished ourselves a little bit from them. But we have taken a bit of casualty as well, which is not great. So let's just hope that when we do actually get to Camalodinium, that it's not too heavily defended. Why are you telling me that an enemy was killed? I know he was killed. We sunk his ship. Illegitimate birth? A member of your family has sired an illegitimate son. This may be awkward. I mean, we're Vikings, for God's sake. Like, illegitimate runs in our blood, right? Let's be honest. So what does that do to our family tree? Who's this son that we just fathered? It's bloody Hydric. Alright, so Hydric has... he couldn't find a wife last week, but he's somehow managed to give himself a son, so that's brilliant. Bloody Helga's dead. God knows what happened to her. Okay, right. Let's get our fleet, shall we? What are they looking like? They're not too bad, you know? They could be worse, but they're not too bad. Anyway, the Jutes are still here. Who are the Jutes at war with? They're at war with the Romans, and they're at war with us. Just worried about these guys coming over and like deciding to attack us. So yeah, right. We'll put us there. We'll see what happens. These guys might come and attack us. They're surrounded by a bunch of random ships. The channel is royally blockaded by those guys there. So the Wardens of the Wolffather are currently sitting here. We shall end turn. We'll see what the Jutes decide to do. But hopefully they don't come and attack us, and even if they do, we'll defend ourselves. They only have 15 units, so we do definitely have a numbers advantage over them, even though we are slightly battle scarred. So we'll see what these guys decide to do, if they come for us or not. But we shall be ready when they do, or if they do. Where are these Jutes? Oh, here they come. Right, let's see if they do anything. Alright, they've just stuck everybody back in Camalodinium, which is interesting. I feel like this might actually be quite a difficult place to take, given that they have all of those units there, plus all of their town guard and everything else. Right! So what I was thinking is, rather than attacking these guys head on, which is going to be a hard fight just because of the fact that they have probably quite a lot of men in there, if we land our armies somewhere over here, we can set up in some forest and ambush them, which could potentially give us a slightly better chance of taking people out. So we're actually within range of these guys. So they have this fleet with one guy. They have this army with their 15 units, and then they'll have whatever town guard they have inside Camalodinium as well, which is probably quite a bit. I might actually raise a new army here as well if we can. Apparently this guy's a steadfast defender, so we could use him and raise an army, and they can defend Hernsholt. Right, okay. So let's end turn and see what the Camalodiniums, not the Camalodiniums, let's see what the Jutes decide to do here. So, right, okay, so apparently Big Kurt Angle here has decided he wants a non-aggression pact, which I'm fairly happy with. They're offering us some money. Means that they won't come and attack us, which is good. Given that we were at war with them briefly last year, or last week. So yeah, I think that'll be a good thing in the long term. The Jutes haven't attacked us by the looks of things. I think it's gone past them anyway. So we are still just kind of sitting there. Oh, they've recruited some more men, which is fun. Is there not any forest around here? Everything's grassland. See, there's forest up there, but this is all just grassland, despite looking quite foresty. Oh wait, forest here. So we're now just kind of casually sitting in some forest. We can also get a nice look at Londinium here as well, which is quite nice. Yes, we're just standing here. Let's wait and see if these guys come and attack us. If they do attack us, they get no backup from Camlodinium itself, which means it is just army versus army, which will be good. Yeah, I think we'll have a pretty good chance of beating them if we do. I think we are taking attrition though from being in an enemy territory, which is not a great thing. What I'm also thinking of doing is I might actually set up this army and bring them over as well, just as a backup. So even if the first army does lose, we do still have a pretty good chance, hopefully, of actually taking them out with the backup army. So that's that army will be filled in 3 turns. So that will then allow these guys to come over and start helping out. Let's end turn again. Oh, bloody geezer! Alright, what do you want? You are our governor, so probably things related to governance. Right, let's do that. Okay, so end turn. We'll see if these guys come and attack us, and then yeah, we're just gonna play the waiting game a little bit. Just chill out, kind of sit in the forest, have a bit of fun, and then we'll wait on the other army coming over to support. Oh, they are actually coming for us. They have a full army as well. Bloody hell! Right, okay. 2,220 men against our 1,726, so it's not a great chance for us. It is looking a pretty 50-50. Yeah, I think I'm just going to fight this myself, to be honest. Yeah, a lot of their army is pretty crap. It's Nordic Levy, some Nordic Band, some basic bowmen, and then they do have some interesting cavalry as well. We do have some interesting cavalry. We have some trebuchets as well. We have a load of crap archers and some Nordic Levy and some Nordic Band, but we also do have some Nordic Hunters and some skirmishers as well. This is not a great army actually now I look at it. Not the greatest set of units, but anyway, we're going to fight this ourselves and we'll see how we do. This looks like a nice little gully here, so we could actually put up some units here and some units here, just see if we can get them to come down the middle. Could be quite a good little ambush spot. Oh, actually these trees are utterly useless. Ain't nobody hiding in there. But it is oh, actually, we could maybe hide some folk in here. Yeah, it's a quite a nice little, like, sort of funnel point here. Right, let's get our archers. If we put you in here, can you hide? Are you all hiding? You are all hiding. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Right, yeah, we'll do the same over here. Get these guys hidden. So, we have all these guys just kind of hiding in the trees. We'll set up our ongers. Where do you want to say? I mean, they're not going to be able to kill anything. Look at the fog. You can barely see more than like a few hundred feet. Anyway, we're going to stick these guys at the back. And we're going to take all of these guys, stick them along here, so that they're in a relatively good position. And then we'll stick the cavalry kind of off to the side here. I've never played this like battle map stuff before on this, where you can actually only see so far. You have like an area of sight from your units, so yeah, we don't actually know quite where the enemy are coming from at the moment. Or if they're coming at all. Could just be sitting there doing the exact same thing I'm doing. Trying to work out if it's worth actually taking some of our cavalry and just doing a little recce. See if we can find them somewhere. Oh, we have enemies. Okay, so they're coming over the hill here. I've got a bunch of them coming running down the hill as well, some skirmishers. Okay, let's bring these guys back then. Looks like they're going to run straight into our archers here, which could still be quite useful for us. But yeah, they have no idea that we've got our men set up over this side. And if they come running over here, then we're going to have a pretty good line of sight on them. Right, here we go.
The enemy are ambushing us.
Right, let's move these guys back now a little bit, because they're quite in the line of fire. Oh, right, okay, these guys are ambushing us though. The cavalry's just gone charging straight into us. Right, so our guys up here are kind of... Right, let's bring them in and start attacking these guys. Alright, well we've managed to kill their horses have run away. Absolute chaos is unfolding over here. The frame rate is not enjoying this too much. Probably get our cavalry involved a little bit, because they're not really doing very much. Alright, let's get them to attack the archers there. Oh god, no. Well, this is going horribly wrong. All of our men are now running away because our generals died. Right, well, that's them all run away, because our general died. Wonderful. Close defeat. Not 100% sure about that one. I mean, we did manage to kill 904 of them, but they managed to kill 1,159 of us. So we've only got 500 men remaining. They have 1,300. Not a great scenario for us to be in right now. Yes, that could have gone better. Who the bloody hell are these troops that they had? Alright. So, it did not go too greatly, but we are still at least alive for the time being, so we might be able to survive a little bit longer unless they come after us. Okay, they don't actually come after us, which is good. So we could potentially recruit some militia or some mercenaries, which could give us a little bit more defense if they decide to come back and get us. But we will bring that other army over as well to start attacking. Alright, so the warrior of the Wolffather's leader has died, so we need to choose a new one. So let's just should we just choose Big Hydric here? Our general in the last one was like, yeah, Seager. I did say at the start of the episode, the lassie that like married this boy might be a widow pretty soon, and that's exactly what has happened. But yeah, he was a pretty good general, so that's not great. This guy got the plague. Yeah, bloody consumption. So bloody Hernsholt has got a disease, which is just brilliant. Alright, fair enough. Right, let's go over here. Where's our army? They're about as far away as they could possibly be. So they're in the forest, so they're able to do some yeah, they're able to do some ambush, but then I might put them into fortify. Or we put ourselves into ambush stance, which gives us a better chance of ambushing. Let's just fortify our position, because then we can, yeah, then we can replenish our units as well, which will be useful. And then we can also recruit some mercenaries. Fill the gaps, there we go, and we have a much stronger army, fully replenished army here. Well, I'll say fully replenished, fully united army, but we could probably do with replenishing a little bit. So that's going to give us 2% replenishment, which is not great. But hopefully it gives us something. So by the time the other guys get here, we're going to have a pretty strong army here, and we're also going to have the other army once it gets over. Right, let's enter. See what everybody does. We're not making much money right now. I guess because we have so many units that are outgoings are pretty high. It's probably going to get worse as well once we've finished building this army. It's just going to be costing us a lot of money to run them. A good thing to get them over there sooner rather than later, so we can lose some of them as well. But also manage to take Camalodonium so we can use it as a trading point, get some more money out of it. I've been given a mission to assassinate somebody. Bloody horror. We need to assassinate that boy. Where is he? Who is he? Oh, he's a Jew, is he? Interesting, okay. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to assassinate him, but we've got a while to do it, I think. Well, we've got 11 turns, so that's more than enough time. If I remember, to be fair. Probably not going to remember. Okay. Let's get this army here. It's not this army. This army. Let's get them over to Britain. So send them off in their boat. And yeah, they're going to get over there in about 5 turns' time. And this army, are they replenishing at all? They're supposed to be taking, like, part of this is replenishment plus 2%, so they should be replenishing, but none of the units have, oh well actually no, they do have this little marker. Wait, what? Do you have to be in friendly territory to replenish? That just makes no sense. Can we get an alliance with somebody? Can we get an alliance with the Britons? Apparently they hate us. Not too sure why they hate us. Picts don't like us too much. The Caledonians, the Caledonians don't like us. Nobody likes us! Alright, fine, whatever. Well, they're not going to be replenishing, but at least we got ourselves some mercenaries, which does... actually, what we could do is we could just merge everybody. There we go. So that's merged everybody as much as we can do. It's freed up a couple of spots, so we can actually buy some more mercenaries. We get some cavalry. We don't really want any more Ongers. Onager. Don't know how to pronounce that. Anyway, right, we'll get our cavalry. That gives us a little bit more. Alright, well with that, I think I'm going to end the episode, because, yeah, we've kind of hit a point where we're just going to be waiting a while, I think. We're going to need to get this army over here, which is going to take us another 2 turns, maybe 3, before we can get them to Camalodonium. Camalodonium? Yeah, okay. And we'll pronounce some of these places correctly eventually. It's only a matter of time before I finally actually work out how to pronounce things. But yeah, we'll keep taking these people down here. These guys are just kind of fortified at the moment, so if anybody attacks them, we've got a pretty good chance of defending ourselves. And we've got ourselves all these militia that will help us defend as well. And yes, I think it's not been, not been too much progress being made, but we have managed to rebuild Alibu, which is something. Or Alibau, probably Alibau. But yeah, we've managed to rebuild that, so it's at least given us a little bit extra trade coming out of there, and yeah, everything's looking a bit better than it was this time last week. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe as well if you're new around here, and remember to ding that bell so you get notified when I post a new video, and I'll catch you guys next week. So until then, cheerio.